Tucked away in the misty hills of Kirshan, India, is a place known not just for its history, but for the darkness that seems to cling to its very walls. The name of such a place is the Victoria Boys' School. To the casual observer, it's an ordinary boarding school that's still in operation, with the echoes of students during the day. But when the sun sets, the aura shifts, and the shadows begin to dance. It is said that the school and the surrounding downhill forest are among the most haunted locations in all of India. The stories date back decades, being passed down through generations of local and former students themselves. Strange whispers and eerie sightings have made the Victoria Boys' School infamous, drawing both non-believers and thrill-seekers alike. And for those that are brave enough to dive deeper into the legends, the accounts are more than mere folklore. They're actual warnings. The most well-known story revolves around the school's corridors. Late at night, after the lights go out, staff and students have reported hearing disembodied footsteps echoing through the halls, the unmistakable sound of heavy boots marching in unison, as if someone or something is still walking the grounds. Yet, when the source of the sound is investigated, the area is empty, except for the coldness that is felt in the air. But these spectral tales are not the school's only events. The nearby downhill forest has its own dark history. Known as Death Road by locals, it's a narrow, winding path that cuts through the dense forest. Travelers have told stories of seeing a headless boy wandering aimlessly along the road. It is said that he suddenly appears, either illuminated by moonlight or by cars' headlights, before vanishing into thin air. Others recount of an undeniable sense of unease, as if unseen eyes are watching your every move from the shadows. The forest itself seems alive, with an unnatural stillness that amplifies every snap of twigs and leaves underfoot. Those that venture too far in have claimed to hear the faint childlike laughter coming from somewhere within the trees, which sounds disturbingly hollow. There have even been stories of shadowy figures darting between the trees, their movements quick and unnerving, like something not quite human watching you from beyond the trees. One particular chilling account comes from a group of students who dared to walk the legendary Death Road at night. They claimed to have seen the headless boy standing in the middle of the road, motionless, with an unnaturally rigid body. As they approached it, the boy began to move towards them. He did not walk. Instead, they said he floated towards them. This caused the boys to run away scared, only to find that the road seemed to stretch out endlessly before them. And it didn't matter how fast they ran, it always felt as though they weren't moving at all. When they finally returned home hours later, their memories were fragmented with the haunting echoes of laughter that they heard surrounding them. Even the staff at the Victoria Boys' School have their own stories to share. One caretaker spoke of entering an empty classroom only to find the blackboard filled with messages written in what he said looked like blood. The words "leave" and "never return" were written across the board, only to disappear moments later, as if they'd never been there at all. Despite its chilly reputation, the school remains functional, with current students unfazed by the legends that surround their campus. But for the villagers of Kirshan, the haunting presence of the school and the forest is an accepted truth that no one talks about. Many refuse to set foot near the area after sunset, believing that the restless spirits from the past still roam freely, either seeking closure or vengeance. It still remains to be seen whether these stories are true or are just fueled by superstition. But one thing is certain, the Victoria Boys' School and Downhill Forest have a way of lingering with their eerie tales that are impossible to forget. And for those that are brave enough to explore the darkness, the only advice is simple: stay on the path and never look back. If you like these kinds of stories, comment down below your country's local urban legends, and I'll create a story around it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.